Welcome to your Region 1B MAP Update training. Today we'll be discussing our open enrollment virtual counseling platforms. We will be hosting 2020 open enrollment events virtually this year. Region 1B's virtual platforms that will be used are Google Voice for virtual telephonic counseling sessions and Zoom for virtual face-to-face counseling sessions. Today, we will go over the process for using both virtual platforms. All virtual counseling sessions will be scheduled for an hour and a half. If your counseling session requires more than an hour and a half, you will need to schedule a follow-up appointment for another day. If the beneficiary wants to work with you again specifically, and you are open to scheduling a time with them outside of a scheduled virtual open enrollment event, you can schedule with the beneficiary separately via the platform of their choice. Likewise, if your appointment is less than an hour and a half, it's a great time to document your counseling session in ShipTools. Virtual face-to-face counseling via Zoom. You will be given a schedule with a Zoom room attached to each appointment time. Each appointment is scheduled for an hour and a half. Your open enrollment schedule for each event will be emailed to you by your site coordinator. Click on the link for your Zoom room that your site coordinator sends to you via email. The virtual open enrollment event schedule will be sent the day before the scheduled event or the Friday before the scheduled Monday event. You will need access to Wi-Fi to use Zoom on a computer or a tablet. If you are using your phone for Zoom, you can connect through your cellular data plan. For virtual face-to-face counseling through Zoom, you do not need to download the Zoom app in order to use it. However, if you have downloaded the Zoom app onto your tablet, computer, or phone, the home screen for the app looks like the image on the slide. There are 4 buttons on the home page: New Meeting, Join, Schedule, and Share Screen. Clicking on New Meeting allows you to jump right into a new meeting, inviting your attendees once your meeting has started. Clicking the Join button allows you to type in the meeting room number, your attendee name, and the password for the meeting that you wish to attend. If you are unable to join the Zoom meeting room from the link sent to you, you can click Join Meeting on Zoom to enter in the room number and password from the link invitation sent to you. Schedule allows you to schedule a Zoom meeting for a future date and time and invite your attendees from that scheduling window. Share Screen allows you to simply share your screen and invite attendees to view that shared screen. Once you are in your Zoom meeting room, you may be asked for permissions from Zoom. Select the button to allow Zoom to send you notifications. Notifications are necessary to view when a participant is trying to enter the meeting from the waiting room. Similarly to Zoom asking for permission to send you notifications, Zoom will ask to use your microphone and camera. Select the Allow button for Zoom to have access to your microphone and cameras. Zoom meeting rooms host the same 6 buttons on their screens: Video, Microphone, Participants, Share Content, Switch to Active Speaker, and Switch to Gallery View. The Video button is a video camera and controls whether your camera is on or off when in the meeting. The microphone button is a microphone and controls whether your microphone is on or muted during the meeting. The participant button looks like two people next to each other, and when clicked on, will present a drop-down box to show who all is in the meeting. The Share Content button is a green box with an up arrow inside. When you click on the Share Content button, a box will appear asking to share content. More on this in the coming slides. The Switch to Active Speaker button is a silhouette of a person in a box. When clicked on, it will change your meeting view from the gallery view, which is seeing everyone who's a part of the meeting in a grid, to viewing only the person who is actively speaking in the center of the screen. The Switch to Gallery View button is a gallery matrix box, and when clicked on, will change your meeting view from the active speaker only in the center of your screen to a view of everyone attending the meeting in a grid. The buttons look the same regardless of the technology you are using. That could be an iPad, Mac laptop, Windows laptop, or Android tablet. However, they may be placed in a panel on the Zoom meeting in different areas of the screen, the top, the bottom, etc. You may also need to hover over your button panel in order to see it during your meeting. So if it leaves your screen at any point during your counseling session, just take your cursor and hover over where the button panel was to view it again when you're on a laptop. When on a tablet, just tap your tablet screen to view the button panel again. Once you are in your Zoom room with the beneficiary that you are scheduled to counsel, your meeting room will look like one of these two images, depending on if your video camera is on or not. On the left is an image of the Zoom room with your video camera on. The right is an image with both you and your attendee's camera off. When you do not turn on your video camera, the attendee cannot see your face. Instead, they see an image with your name on it. It is important during open enrollment to turn your camera on and allow the beneficiary to see you while counseling. Likewise, to making sure your camera is on when in a Zoom counseling session, you will need to confirm that your microphone is not muted. When your microphone is muted on Zoom, the microphone icon in your button panel will have a red backslash going through it. If the microphone is muted when you enter the meeting room, simply click on the microphone and Zoom will unmute you. When in your Zoom meeting room, if you wish to view your meeting room information, click on the Zoom icon in the center of your meeting room button panel. That will provide a drop-down box with your personal meeting room information. This can be used to invite any family members that the beneficiary would like to have join their counseling session. An example, the beneficiary's adult child. Each Zoom meeting room has a waiting room attached to it. Your job as host of the meeting room is to admit the beneficiary from the waiting room to the meeting. This is why it's important to allow Zoom to send you notifications. If you did not allow Zoom to send you notifications, you will not see the Admit button for the beneficiary trying to enter the meeting room with you. Once the beneficiary is admitted to the meeting room with you, you can view their name under a participant drop-down box. To have the drop-down box appear, click on the Participant button in the button panel. The drop-down box will appear, and you can then view everyone who's a participant in the meeting. When in the Zoom meeting, you can choose to view the active speaker on a larger scale if you are on the active speaker view. If you want to view all attendees on the same screen, you will need to be in the gallery view. You can switch between the two choices by clicking on the gallery view or active speaker view button. See the circled area in red. When on the active speaker view, the button to click on to switch to gallery view looks like a gallery matrix box and states Switch to Gallery View. When on the gallery view, the button to click on to switch to active speaker view looks like a silhouette of a person on a screen and states Switch to active speaker view. When counseling a beneficiary, it is important to share content, whether the content be a document or a website URL like medicare.gov. To share content with a beneficiary, click on the Share Content button on the panel of buttons. It is circled in red on the slide. In order to share a document, you will want to select to share content on the Zoom meeting button panel, and the content that you are sharing needs to be open before selecting Share Content in the Zoom meeting. If you wish to share content through a website, your desired website that you want to share must be up on your internet browser. Select the website you wish to share from the different web browser tabs on the pop-up screen once you've clicked Share Content. When you are ready to end sharing your desired website, you can click the blue End button on the website that is being shared. If you are unable to share content through a website, you will need to share your entire screen. You can do so by selecting from the Share Content pop-up window, Share Entire Screen. When you are ready to end sharing your entire screen, you can click the blue End button on the screen that is being shared. When ending a Zoom meeting, you will first need to select the red End button on the Zoom meeting button panel. Once you've selected the red End button, two other options will appear: End Meeting for All and Leave Meeting. Be sure to select End Meeting for All to exit yourself and the beneficiary from the counseling session. Now, let's take a look at the Open Enrollment Virtual Counseling with Google Voice. You will be given a schedule with appointment times and beneficiary information, including their telephone number, for any virtual telephonic counseling via Google Voice. Each appointment is scheduled for an hour and a half. You will need to log into your Google Voice account to dial out and start your counseling session with the beneficiary. Your open enrollment schedule for each event will be emailed to you by your site coordinator. The schedule will be sent the day before the event or the Friday before the Monday event. If you do not want to use your personal phone number for counseling, create a Google Voice virtual phone number. Google Voice gives you a single virtual phone number that can ring on one or more of your personal devices. You must be connected to the internet via Wi-Fi to use Google Voice to answer phone calls with your virtual number on your computer. Google Voice can save your voicemail online, transcribe your voicemails to text, listen in on messages while they're being left, block unwanted callers, create and respond to text messages, and also use the call function to dial or answer phone calls. Google Voice can be downloaded as an app from Apple's App Store and Android's Google Play Store. It also can be used on Chrome, Firefox, and Safari web browsers. To access Google Voice on a web browser, visit voice.google.com. A Google Gmail account is necessary to create the Google Voice virtual phone number. When you create your own Google Voice account, give your site coordinator your new Google Voice virtual number. If you have issues setting up a Google Voice account or a Gmail account, see your site coordinator for more assistance. The first step in getting a Google Voice virtual phone number is to go to voice.google.com. Once you are on the Google Voice page, make sure that you are logged into your Google Gmail account. Once you are logged into your Google Gmail account, you will be taken to a screen like the one on this slide that asks you to continue the process of creating the Google Voice account by clicking Continue. Click Continue to proceed. Once clicking Continue, you will need to select a number from the available numbers list. To view the available Google Voice virtual phone numbers, you will need to enter in your city and state or an area code into the search bar. Choose a number within your area code that you counsel from. For Oakland County, please be sure to select a number from the 248 area code. If you cannot find a virtual Google Voice number in your area code you counsel from, look for a number in a city that is next to the area code you initially searched. Once you have selected your Google Voice phone number, you will need to verify that number. To verify the number, complete the setup process by clicking the Verify button. To complete the verification process, you will need to link your Google Voice virtual number to your cell phone number. A window will pop up on your browser to enter your cell phone number into for verification purposes. Follow the prompts in your internet browser to get your verification code via text message on your cell phone. Once you have the verification number on your cell phone, enter it into the window pop-up on your internet browser to complete the verification process. Once the verification process is completed, you will see a screen that shows your Google Voice number is ready. All you need to do is click the green Finish button. Once you've completed the creation of your Google Voice virtual phone number, you will be redirected on your internet browser to the Google Voice home screen. The Google Voice home screen hosts on the left, as circled in red, the call button, which looks like a phone handset, the text button, which is a talking bubble, the voicemail button, which is a tape recording, the archive button, which is a box with a down arrow, and the spam button, which is a hexagon with an exclamation point inside. To the right of the home screen is the keypad and your Google Voice virtual number that you will be calling from. On the top right of your Google Voice homepage is a headset button. Once you have your number and you've logged into your Google Voice account from the computer, click on the headset button. Once you click on the headset button, it will prompt a window to pop up like the one circled in red on the left of this image. The window that will pop up will be requesting access to your computer's microphone and speakers. Select Allow on that prompt in order to have your computer speakers and microphone available when using Google Voice on your computer. This prompt may occur each time you log in to use Google Voice. Once you have your microphone and speakers connected, you are ready to start your virtual telephonic counseling session with Google Voice. This is your Google Voice call screen. On the call screen to the right is the option to enter in a telephone number to call. Once you have called or dialed that number, the right of the screen will look very similar to what you might find on a cell phone. You will see some standard call features on that call screen, like mute, hold, keypad, and more. When you have an incoming call, it will show on the call screen, as well as an answer button and a decline button, much like your regular cell phone. If you miss the call, it will show on your call screen log. To access your Google Voice text message screen, you will first need to click on the text message button on the left. Any text messages received or sent are located here to view and respond to. If you click on Send New Message, this will allow you to create and send a new text message to a contact of your choice. Google Voice will play a default greeting initially for your voicemail. To set up a customized voicemail greeting, click on the gear icon in the upper right corner of your Google Voice webpage. This will take you to your settings. Once you're in your settings page, scroll down to voicemail. Click on Record a Greeting to start recording a new voicemail greeting. To record a new voicemail greeting, tap on the green microphone icon on your web browser. When you're ready to end recording that greeting, simply click on the red stop icon. Once you have finished recording your new greeting, click on the blue play button to play back that new greeting. If the new greeting sounds good, click Save. If you are unhappy with that new greeting, simply click Redo to re-record your new greeting. Once you have clicked Save for that new greeting, you will be prompted to enter in a new name for this new greeting. Name the greeting and click Save. Then you're all set. If you want to change your voicemail greeting to a different recorded greeting, click on Manage All Greetings from the Settings page. Reminder, you must click on the gear from your Google Voice page to access the settings. Once you've clicked on Manage All Greetings, all of your voicemail greetings will pop up in a window. Click on the vertical 3 buttons of the voicemail greeting that you would like to set as active. This will pop up a Set as Active button for you to click. Click on Set as Active, and you're all done. When on your Google Voice voicemail screen, you can listen to and view your voicemail messages. You will need to select the voicemail message you would like to listen to or view the transcription of. Once you've selected the voicemail, you will need to click the play button below the transcribed message to listen to the audio. If you have any questions or would like to do a one-on-one practice of Zoom or Google Voice, reach out to your site coordinator for further assistance.